All right, welcome to the Intern NE podcast. I'm LaShonna Dorsey with the Aksarben Foundation, and today I'm here with...
My name is Nash Mahupete. Thanks for having me, Shauna.
Yeah, thanks for being here. So tell us about yourself, like what your role is and what you do.
Well, as of January 1st, 2025, I am the third CEO of QLI, which is the best place to work in Omaha. And I'm the third CEO in 35 years. And I get to work with amazing people doing amazing things in terms of the brain injury, spinal cord injury rehab, and giving people back their lives.
Awesome. Awesome. So today we're talking about internships. Can you talk to us about what QLI has done over time in the internship space?
A whole lot. Mm-hmm. So one of the longest that I can remember back is our current CFO. His name is Todd Scheiderman, has been at QLI. This year will be his 30th year. And he started off as an accounting intern at QLI before interns were cool and all that stuff. Now it's the thing to do, right? It's like get an intern and they might be your best team member in so many ways. But yeah, internships are important to QLI. We have had so many people come through our doors. We are a unique niche. And the cool thing about the interns that we've been able to have at all, so we hire from a team member aspect, we have a force of about 455 individuals, FTEs. And with that, we have countless disciplines of individuals, you know, whether it's your direct care team members, your nursing, PT, physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech and language pathology, psychology, anything you want, you name it, we have it at QLI. And our interns have been able to not only be individuals who end up becoming team members, but given that they come from all over the United States, they become great ambassadors for our program and for Omaha in so many ways.
Mm-hmm. So that's great. And I love the short-term nature of internships for students to explore different things. And within an organization like QLI, like you said, they can try out a lot of different things. So do you guys offer a rotational internship program, or are there opportunities for students to get involved in different disciplines?
From the formal side of things, we do have a rotation for nursing, physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, and psych. Mm-hmm. You know, so we have a formal aspect of it. And those are usually 12 weeks, and our psych is usually a year of an internship. And for students, a lot of times we have a summer internship program that ends up bringing individuals through QLI. And we also started a workforce development program, and it's called Impact. Have partnered with several organizations. OPPD is one of them. Avenue Scholars is another one. And recently with Westview High School. And so you have students coming into QLI, learning healthcare, getting their CNA license, having an opportunity to then have side-by-side learning with one of those disciplines that I mentioned, and then figuring out, oh, this is what I probably want to do with my life, whether it's at QLI or other place in Omaha or wherever else they end up going.
Mm-hmm. That's great. And I think it's so important for those students to have those opportunities to explore careers through hands-on experiences. So love that you guys are doing that. So I'm sure you've had an intern over the time that you've been at QLI. Can you talk to us about what it's like, or how do I want to ask this question? The importance of mentorship in that internship, like how you approach it, why it's important, all of that.
The philosophy that we have at QLI, it doesn't matter if it's an intern or if it's a new team member that's joining our team for the long haul, and that's happened for me and for countless people that we say, because this is the philosophy we have at QLI. See every person that's coming through our doors as they can be the next CEO. And that was something that I experienced in my own way. So I started off as a student, and I was a CNA, direct care team member. And like I said, as of January, I am the CEO. And that's the same drive that we have. Every single person that comes through our doors is special and unique enough that when you pour in them, you'll bring the best out of them. And the truth of it is people will rise to the level that they feel you believe in them. People will rise to the level of belief that you have in them in so many ways.
Interesting. That's true. Huh. I'm just playing that out in my mind. Like I've seen that happen in my own career with mentors I've worked with where they're like, yep, I know that you can handle this. And that's one of my favorite things is just to see like, well, yeah, let me push myself beyond what I thought I could do. Right. So
exactly.
Very, very interesting. Okay. So with interns, and, you know, we talk about workforce development a lot in Nebraska and retaining talent and, you know, the brain drain, all that good stuff. What are some things that QLI does to retain talent after that internship?
Well, we are heavily focused on our culture. And this was not something that, you know, the culture that we have was intentionally set. Dr. Hogeveen founded QLI 35 years ago, and Patricia Kearns, the next CEO, carried that torch and continued to pretty much be the forerunner for what should be a great place to work. And that is what I see as my responsibility. Create a place that people feel they're part of something big and important. And it is something really big and important that we're doing at QLI. And so the parts that we have to continue to be invested in is how much we're pouring into individuals and bringing the best out of them. But it's critical that they find that the culture at QLI is something that is not only they're attracted to, but they feel like they're growing. So being able to build that talent is important. And we have lots of career ladders in different roles so that people have different opportunities. It's fluid at QLI where you can move. We have lots of departments at QLI. And one of the things that I heard somebody speak, a family member actually who's in HR, she said, you guys, I get so used to this person that's working with my loved one, but then all of a sudden they move and go to another department. And as much as I sometimes hate it because they've gotten to know my loved one over the course of 2 years, I see, and she's been an HR executive in other organizations across the United States. And she said, I see the critical nature of that, because this part of moving, instead of people having this transient aspect of, I worked at this organization and maybe my time here is done and I need to go to something else. At QLI, we push this piece of you should be able to cross-pollinate and go to other departments and learn and grow from other leaders. And so that is something that is critical in terms of how do we end up keeping people engaged, growing, learning. That's another piece of it. And so our values are critical to how we end up keeping interns to become great team members. Our tenure at QLI, it's not unakin. I'm the rookie and I'm 25 years into it. We have people who have been there from day one. Yeah. 35 years ago. And I'm somewhere in the middle there. And so that's the cool thing about it is how do you become intentional to make sure that people have an experience that creates this piece of it's magnetic. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I'm thinking about an experience I had at an organization where that was really important to them, where it's like that business acumen is so key because yes, you worked in one part of the business, but moving into another part of the organization, you bring so much value because you understand what different aspects of that, what it takes to run that business and what that means. Okay, so for a company that is like, I don't really know if I should hire an intern. They might leave. They're not experienced enough. Think of the reason why. Why would you say an employer should invest in interns? Well, you're missing out and you're falling behind on the ability to tap talent and actually take that talent and nurture it over the passage of time. And I think it has been reactionary in so many ways where people are like, okay, workforce development is an issue, so maybe I should go and start looking at internships. It should be the opposite. Great team members are out there. Lots of them are out there. And when you give people that opportunity, you will be, in so many ways, investing in not only the landscape of your organization, but our community at large. So it's not just an altruistic thing to just do for the sake of doing it, maybe. But when you truly invest in those individuals, you make Omaha better.
It's great. Great. Thank you. Awesome insights. Check out QLI. Is it QLIOmaha.com? Why do I make stuff up on the fly? Did I get it right?
Say it again.
QLIOmaha.com.
Yes, that is right. QLIOmaha.com and also teamqli.com. So 2 of those sites are up, and anytime you want to come out and tour, we'll give you a tour.
Excellent. Well, thanks again for being here. Appreciate you.
Love it. Thank you.
You're welcome.